All right, now it's time for the featured matchup of the week. It is Kansas playing at Texas Tech. The winner moves to 1-0 in Big 12 play. It's the opener of the Big 12 season. Who wins this big game and why?
I'm going Kansas. I just think as a whole they're a better team. Texas Tech looked very unimpressive against Abilene Christian, given Abilene Christian's a very talented team, but they played terrible and won by 7 points. They were without Terrence Shannon and Kyler Edwards in that game, I believe. But there's a lot of questions with me for Texas Tech still. They're not a very good shooting team. Mac McClung is still not a good shooter. And free throw shooting is a question with Micah Peavy and Marcus Santos Silva. They've been two of the worst free throw shooters in the country this season, I believe. So, yeah, Santos Silva's shooting 50% and 15. They're not going to make them. Texas Tech's the best defensive team according to Ken Pom, and they're favored by 2. But as a whole, I just think Kansas is a more talented team. We have Jalen Wilson, who's been a breakout star. Christian Brown, who can drop 20, 25 any given night due to his shooting. Marcus Garrett, I don't think he's a true point guard. He hasn't played great in that role. Maybe give Bryce Thompson or DeJuan Harris more minutes and put Garrett back at the 2. But there's just a lot of lineup flexibility with this team. Tyron Grant Foster, a really versatile guy. I think as a whole, Kansas is a better team, I'm not better coached, but just better culture, I guess, as a whole. Kansas is going to win this game to open up Big 12 play.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. And you mentioned you didn't mention David McCormick. And one thing I found interesting is when he played Creighton, he was able to just bully the smaller Christian Bishop.
Until
Marcos
the
Santos
second
Silva.
half.
Yeah, but if Marcos Santos Silva's not really a big guy, David McCormick theoretically should be able to just bully him, and that's advantage. So you give them an advantage inside. Jalen Wilson's playing like a potential All American level player. He's playing that good this season. Uh, he's been fantastic. Marcus Garrett can get to the paint. Ochai Baji can make shots. Christian Brown can go off for 30. There's just a lot more optionality with Kansas where like Texas Tech, Mac McClung is probably going to lead the team in scoring. Do you trust him necessarily to go off for 20 points? I don't really. Terrence Shannon, Kyler Edwards, Marcos Santos Silva, Micah Peavy, they're all solid players, but I think Kansas has the higher upside players. I think this will be low scoring. I'll say that, but I just trust Kansas late in the game to make enough plays to win.
Yeah, if this game's in the 60s, I think Texas Tech wins because they need to win with their defense. But I don't think it should be in the 60s. I think Kansas wins 74-69 or so, probably.
I'll go 64-59 Kansas.
That's a
I
low.
think it'll be low scoring.
Yeah, I think if it's in the 60s, it weighs in favor of Texas Tech. They have a lot better chance of winning if it's in the 60s. But if it goes anywhere higher in the 60s, I don't think Texas Tech has any shot to win this game.
Yeah. I just think Kansas they'll keep both teams will keep it close, but Kansas just has the playmakers. If this game's close late, I just trust Kansas to make plays to push the game in their favor.
Yeah, definitely. Jalen Wilson's going to be the real X factor in this game for me, too.
Yeah. Jalen Wilson's probably the best player on either team.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't even think it's particularly close. So we both have Kansas winning. And since the existence of the Big 12, Kansas has not lost a opening conference game, so that streak's on the line. Can Texas Tech snap it? We will find out Thursday, but both of us are going with the Jayhawks to win.
Absolutely.
Make sure to subscribe to Making the Madness both on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere where you find us. Make sure to read makingthemadness.com, and we will be back with more, discussion. It's going to be a fun week of games. Let's just watch it. It's going to be fun.